Welcome to TJ's podcast.
Hi. My buddy Riggins.
Good morning.
TT and O, this, that, and other. That's what we're talking about. This, that, and other. TT and O. It's the TT and O show. Come on now. Come on. We're going to just rifle through this show as quickly as possible while still remaining entertaining for you, because Riggins is ready to take the holiday off.
Let's go.
We're going into the 4th of July weekend. Some people call it Independence Day.
I never call it Independence Day, but it is good. I like that.
Yeah. And he's so ready to go that he packed his beach towel today, so he's not even going to go home. He's going to go straight to the pool.
Yeah.
Where are you going to change here into your swimsuit, or are you going? Is there a place to change at the pool?
Yeah, there's bathrooms at the pool. So
Yeah.
but I probably won't use that. I'll just change right by the pool. No, yeah, I'll go use the bathroom, get into my swim trunks, and go right to the pool just for a little bit.
I thought you had to rush home every day to let the dog out to pee.
I do, but he's gonna have to wait.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to wait.
Is he in the crate still when you're not there?
No, now I've got a baby gate upstairs,
Oh, cool.
so he doesn't have to stay in the crate, which he's fine. He
That's
always
awesome.
liked the crate.
Yeah.
He actually likes it. I know people some say it's cruel to do, but he actually really likes the crate. So
Do you leave the crate out open so he can get in and out of it when he
so
wants?
when I prepare his stuff to leave, pull out the drawer to get the butter knife to put the peanut butter in, I hear him upstairs run into the crate. He knows
Yeah.
the sound of the drawer. So then he's just waiting for me, and I just leave the crate door open, but he eats his treats in there, and then eventually he wanders his way out and goes back into my bedroom or something, sleeps on the bed. Mm-hmm. So it's a relief to me that he's able to just sort of be out.
Yeah. And speaking as someone who has put peanut butter in his Kong before, I know that can be difficult.
It's very, very.
But how long are you going to stay?
Less than an hour.
Because you're not out there to get a tan, though, are you?
Now, someday, last week I was.
Because the UV index is not going to be high enough when you get home, I don't think, to be getting much of a tan.
Yeah, not a priority. I really like getting in the pool.
Yeah. I don't care about tan either.
Yeah.
I always look at it like indoor pools. Like, what's the purpose?
Of an indoor
You
pool.
know?
Yeah, I mean,
you're not going to get a tan.
Yeah, but I do like getting in the pool for just a little bit. But then I got to mow the grass, so I'll go home and do that. Maybe go back to the pool, and cool off, and
Yeah, because you actually you're in the pool playing around and stuff. You're in the water. You're not
pool
just
noodles,
sitting
snorkeling. I do the diving
for
sticks.
rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just kind of go back and forth. It's not deep enough to really. It's like 3 feet, but it's nice to just do a couple laps and cool off, and I love it.
You a good swimmer, like with the proper form and
I
everything?
was on the swim team
You are?
in high school.
I think all Yankee kids have to be on a swim team, don't
At some
they?
point. I just did it because my brothers did it, and I was like, I guess I'll do it. I was
Were you
varsity.
good though?
I was varsity.
Yeah.
Got a letter.
You did?
I did.
Did you get a leather jacket?
I did.
Ooh,
We all did.
I want to see that. What were your school
think it's
colors?
Green and gold. And
Ew.
white. Great. And it was the same colors for my college.
Yeah. So it was the same. Y'all's high school colors were the color of UNC Charlotte.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Well, thank you.
It's the gold. I like green, but I just don't like the gold.
Yeah.
I don't like gold, but I like gold more than I do yellow. Like that bright yellow, like the Steelers yellow.
Oh, in LSU, what is that? Is that yellow?
Yeah, it's more like yellow. But I prefer the when it's just used as an accent rather than those bright yellow jerseys like the baseball team wears on Sundays. I hate those jerseys.
Yeah, I saw one time they were playing. It was like purple pants and yellow tie. They were atrocious.
Yeah.
I thought, what is that?
But my favorite LSU uniforms are the ones that are in football that are purple, dominant purple color, and then more of a white accent, and then a little bit of the gold. They call it gold, but it's yellow.
Well, have you emailed them?
I tried, yeah. Well, snail mail. I figured they would respond better if they had it right in front of them. Nobody listens to me, though. But we have a minor league baseball team, a AAA team in Charlotte where we live. And I think up until recently, their colors were black and gold, like the Saints, which I've never liked.
Yeah.
Then they changed it. So they're the same color, I think, now as the Hornets, the Charlotte Hornets.
Oh, are they?
Aren't they?
The teal and the purple?
Yeah. I think they're a tealish now, which is way better.
People do like the Hornets jerseys and the merch and the gear and stuff.
And the Panthers, players love the Panthers uniforms. Mm-hmm. Michael Vick one time was considering, he was throwing it out there that he would consider coming to play for the Panthers because he loved their uniforms.
God.
Yeah.
Stay where you are, Michael. We don't want you.
So you're still anti-Michael Vick, even though he's apologized and turned his life around with dogs and donates time and money to rescuing dogs and all. No forgiveness from you on that.
No, it's just like one of those things, like where you can do your time and all that stuff. I just wouldn't want you at my house. There's people that get out for a lot of things. Mm-hmm. They did what they had to do, but I don't want to be around them.
Right. But he did more than serve his time. I mean, he turned his whole perspective around, and now he's basically an advocate for dog shelters and rescuing dogs and stuff.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
You know? Okay. Well, I'm no special pleader for Michael Vick. I'm trying to figure out where you are on it. I'm just interviewing you. I'm being a good interviewer like Joe Rogan.
I don't care about him.
Is Joe Rogan a good interviewer? Like Howard Stern's a good interview. He's always known that's his strength.
Yeah.
His interviewing people. I don't know if he is anymore. Since he, since COVID and all, that changed him completely, I think, didn't it? Howard Stern?
Yeah, the content of the show, but he's still a great interviewer.
Yeah, he is. Is Joe Rogan the same? Because I've never listened much of Joe Rogan because it's so long. His show's so long.
They're really long. Yeah, he is good because he only brings on people that he's really interested in.
Yeah.
So it's not exactly like superstars, but like fungus experts. But he listens to them intently, and he's actually interested. So it kind of makes it interesting.
Because that's always been my philosophy on interviewing people. The people that do the type of radio show that we do they just fall all over themselves for anybody with a celebrity name. And they'll put anybody on their show who's famous because they're famous. And I've always said that if nobody on our show has a vested interest in this person or is emotionally attached to this celebrity, why put them on? And so I guess Joe Rogan is that way, and Stern was that way.
Yeah.
Like he wouldn't interview somebody just because they're famous unless he had an interest in them.
Yeah.
Because, that could be terrible. Or if it's somebody who is, like, it used to come up when we did, we would be offered top 40 singers as guests. And they just wanted to come on and promote their concerts and their shows and their records and stuff. But say they're, 19 or they're, 21. And what are you going to ask them what's their story that you're going to be able to bring out that's so interesting to listeners and all? It's very rare that somebody young like that would have a story that you could bring out in a short interview.
I thought
that would make it good.
I thought your interview with Hoodie Allen.
Yeah.
Groundbreaking. So
he
Hoodie,
pissed me off.
Yeah. Hoodie, let me ask you something. When you came up with that,
now who was the one? Was it Shawn Mendes that we brought in that keyboard thing that you step on and it plays the piano at the keys?
No, was that Charlie Puth?
Yeah, it was Charlie Puth.
Yeah, that was.
Now that was fun. Yeah. He had a good time. We were playing with him with that thing. It was fun. By the way, it's not Charlie Puth.
My little.
It's my wife has officially named him my little Charlie Puth. Oh, it's my little Charlie Puth.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah. Perfect pitch he has.
Perfect pitch.
Mm-hmm. It's a four-seam fastball.
Right. Shawn Mendes came by. I don't know if you guys interviewed him, but he was
a couple of times. Yeah,
incredible.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
But Hoodie Allen was.
Hoodie Allen left a little bit to be desired.
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran, amazing.
Mm-hmm. And we interviewed him first when he wasn't. He was just now on the scene. Way before he started stealing songs. I'm kidding. He's a fun guy.
Yeah, really cool.
Mm-hmm. But a lot of them, like, what am I going to ask them about? Who produced this thing? When you were working with this producer, because normal people don't care about that. You know, if it's somebody that, okay, you like their song, but what is it about them that's going to be a good interview?
Mm-hmm.
Rihanna, terrible interview.
Yeah.
Just, it's a dud.
Yeah.
We interviewed her once. Anytime they offered her again, we would say no.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of some of the other ones that were crazy.
Avril Lavigne, not a good interview.
Ooh, I could have guessed that.
She cussed. We had to record it because she cussed so much. They told us, the record company told us, you need to record it because she does cuss. And I always assumed that all Canadians are that way. Yeah.
You know who's a little stiff that I thought would be more engaging was Wendy Williams.
Yeah.
She's a radio personality.
Mm-hmm.
This massive.
I thought she was pretty good. It may be because she thought I was funny, and that's all that mattered. She and her husband thought I was funny.
Yeah, I knew she.
Then I broke them up.
There were stories that she was not so nice behind the scenes, but she was really cool when she came in. But I wasn't blown away by her on the radio.
Yeah. She may have been tired.
Maybe.
But you know who was an awful interview? And I can't stand him now? Colbert.
Oh, Stephen Colbert?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it may have even been before he got the David Letterman show. Isn't that the one that he ended up getting when David Letterman retired?
CBS, yeah.
It was some either Comedy Central or some other thing, and thought, oh, this guy's so funny. He's gonna be, and he was just like, he wouldn't be silly or funny or anything. Yeah. Alfonso Ribeiro or whatever his name is.
You've said that before. He was not so great, which is surprising. You'd think he'd be full of Carlton energy.
Yeah. But I never watched that show very much, so I wouldn't have been all Carlton up on him.
I wouldn't either.
I didn't think that show was so funny.
What was he promoting? Was it America's Funniest Videos? Is that why he was on?
Could have been, yeah. Or maybe when he was on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, yeah. That's probably.
Not as a host, but as a contestant.
Yeah.
And, okay, we got to take a break. We got stupid celebrity stuff, and we have craziness videos to play and rip apart. And I'm debating on whether or not I should say the celebrity. As long as we're on this subject, I should name the celebrity that someone recently told me was rude.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A personal friend of yours or a colleague? Like a peer in radio?
Someone I know personally.
Really?
Yeah.
Will it be surprising?
Maybe if I tell, and I'm not saying that I'm going to definitely tell because I may not.
You got to do
it.
It
may be too soon.
Too soon.
Yeah. All right. So we're coming back. Hang on.
TJ's podcast.
We're here with our friend Richard Toccato from the Richard Toccato Companies, and you know, Richard, people have credit card bills, and they need to use that equity, don't they?
That's right. Use the equity in your home, restructure your debt, save yourself a bunch of money, and it's easy. We've got the instant equity. It's simple. They make you an offer. You can close in 4 days, get your money that quick. Ace, you've done it.
Yeah, I've done it. It'll change your life in virtually no time. Starts with a free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com. The Richard Toccato Company.
Richard Toccato Company, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
They say there are only two things certain in life: sweet deals at Sweet Dreams and taxes.
And only one of those is certain this month.
Which one?
The sweet deals at Sweet Dreams.
What about the taxes?
No sales tax the entire month of April at Sweet Dreams.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And don't call me Shirley.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and pay no sales tax during the month of April. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Back to TJ's podcast.
All right, stupid celebrity stuff. Riggins, you said that you have a note here that Oprah Winfrey is doing the same thing that I do by talking about somebody who is dead because they can't sue you, like saying whatever you want to say about them.
Certainly seems that way.
Is this about Joan Rivers, the story about Joan Rivers telling her one time, like making a fat joke at Oprah's expense?
Yeah, I'd never heard that.
What she's? I didn't see the whole article.
Oprah was on the Tonight Show when Joan Rivers briefly hosted the Tonight Show.
Yeah,
and they never really gave her a chance. You know, they kicked her out pretty quickly, Joan Rivers. But yeah, there's this video of when Joan Rivers interviewed Oprah, and Oprah is now talking about that interview, talking about how she's been body shamed throughout her life, and she blamed Joan Rivers for one of those. She said she was on the Tonight Show, and Oprah mentions that she was in a beauty contest one time, and then Joan Rivers goes, "What happened?" You know, basically just like that. She goes, "Well, I like to eat, you know." And she goes, "Oh, that shame on you. You listen, before you come back, you need to lose 15 pounds. I'll lose 5, you lose 15. That's what she said to her. And this is in the 80s, late 80s, I think. And Oprah took it like a champion. I mean, was not rattled at all. But clearly, the fact that she's bringing it up 40 years later, it left a mark.
That wasn't right. And Joan Rivers did. I mean, I thought a lot of her stuff was funny. I thought she was groundbreaking into that world of the crude comics. There were no women doing that. All the other comedians, they called them back then, were more wholesome and so forth, like Lucy, Carol Burnett, all of those. But she, I think, was the first to hit that scene with the crude comedy and the in your face like a man would be sometimes.
Who are you wearing?
Yeah. And Liz Taylor was her big target about being fat. So she's always making fat jokes at people's expense. So I don't agree with that, even if it is Oprah, which I'm no fan of Oprah. But what Oprah does now is that even with all of the things that she has accomplished, some deserved, some not, in my opinion, every chance she gets, she wants people to feel sorry for her for something. I hear it all the time. Half the time when Oprah made the news for something, it's because she's talking about how something isn't right in her world, or, you know, and I think it may be her way of making herself seem like she's still and wanting people to feel like she's still part of the average man, woman. You know, I'm not this up on a pedestal billionaire all the time. I'm from this world and I have problems just like you do, and on kind of a way to relate, but it comes across as, you know, kind of, to me, kind of condescending. Like you don't have the same types of problems that Joan Q. Public has. Mm-hmm. You're the most celebrated celebrity figure in the history of the United States of America, probably the world.
Probably the world.
Yeah. So how can you still go around acting like you're the victim of something?
Well, in this situation,
I know that's an old story, but
the woman had asked her, like, they were talking about body shaming. So yeah.
But it probably is because the last time Oprah was out saying something, it was about how she fights her weight and people make fun of her and she thinks that she's so insecure about it and da, which happened a couple of months ago or a month ago. So it's always something that she is bringing herself to the level of the regular man and woman, and it comes off as she's trying to play victim. And and I said some of what she has as far as the love and adoration and almost like worship that people give her is deserved for her talent and hard work and all of that stuff. And some of it not. Some of it is, you look at, if you took it just by ability and talent and all of that, I don't know if what she gets as far as this worship that people have for her, I don't know if that's on keel with her ability. Her, is it meritocracy or not? Is that all on her merit, or is it all on, or is some of it, not a lot, but not all, but some could be just because it's Oprah. And once you reach that point, you don't have to be great at what you do anymore. You just have to be that person. Yeah. I think that happens with a lot of celebrities. Like you see that in music where some famous singer can put out a song that's crap, but every radio station plays it. Everybody thinks they're supposed to like it because it's that person. Like Drake can put out a piece of crap song, which he has, and it just straight to number one. People love it. Every radio station plays it and all that because it's Drake, not because it's great. So Oprah's not alone in that. I'm just saying that has happened to her. Once she reached a certain spot in America's eyes, then it was just automatic that Oprah's great in all aspects of everything she does.
Yeah. You don't like her?
I don't. Because I don't think Oprah would like me.
You don't think?
No.
What about Gail? Gail seems more easygoing than Oprah does.
Yeah, but she's a member of the mainstream media.
I always wondered, Oprah's had a couple failures, and I don't know if this would be considered a failure, but the OWN network.
Yeah.
Like, why is that? You're Oprah. You're supposed to be like the most influential, important person in television, right? And like how that didn't get better programming right out of the gate is a mystery to me.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
she's not.
There have been some failures.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not that OWN. I'm sure it's still around, but it's not what I would think Oprah would do.
Because you would think that it would automatically be the biggest network in the history of the world. That's why Oprah has never run for office, because everybody always gets these celebrities that they think would be great. Oh, please run for president. Please run for president. Like people trying to get The Rock to run for president.
Yeah. Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah. I mean, it's all well and good when you're just out giving your opinions about things and you got a captive audience who loves celebrities and all that. Oh, you make so much sense. But when you're on the block up there and you're debating an opponent who is solid on political issues and all, it's hard. Yeah. It'd be difficult. You don't know how many times people have asked me to run for president. They've done listening tours, the whole thing, and I just won't do it because I'm not a politician. I'm way too honest. I wouldn't make it. No, I'm too good of a person.
I look at people differently that suggest The Rock running for president. Like, I know everything I need to know about you. Mm-hmm. If you're one of those people that was like, The Rock should run for president. Got it. I don't need to hear a thing else.
And, Tom Hanks is another one. They try to get Tom Hanks to be president.
It's like, you're an idiot.
And can you even talk about this Shannon Sharp story where he apologized to Megan Thee Stallion? I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, he apologized to her. Shannon Sharp, obviously, like the NFL great. You know more about his career than I do. I know him more as a podcaster now. But he's 56 and he's interviewing Megan Thee Stallion, and he before the interview starts, he goes, "I need to apologize about a joke I made about you." And I rolled my eyes. I'm like, "Oh, what does he got to apologize for?" And then I read what he said about her. I like some vulgar material. It was filth.
But
what he said about
did
her.
she even know that he had made that joke?
I kind of got the vibe that she didn't.
Was it filth as in like making jokes or talking about in a funny way about what he'd like to do with her?
Exactly.
Okay.
But he's 56 and he's doing this on a very popular show.
Okay, so was it like, are you so disgusted by it because of his saying it to her, or disgusted on the level of a listener or viewer of it, having to hear about it?
Having to hear about it.
Okay, because it's not going to disgust her.
Yeah, well, maybe not.
Because she's nasty.
Yeah, he didn't say it to her face. He said it in commentary, like, "Oh, I'd do this, and this to her," but in the most vulgar, graphic ways. So, yeah.
But then when he apologized, he had to tell her what he said, right?
I don't know that he did.
Oh,
I don't know that he did.
But
I wouldn't have the guts to say what he said in front of her.
Was it more vulgar than what she talks about in her songs? Because wasn't she the one with Cardi B that did the WAP or whatever that was?
Yeah.
And is she very vulgar and sexual in her lyrics?
Yeah.
Was it worse than that?
I think it's on par. But
so they may have bonded over it.
Maybe. Maybe it's his age.
Yeah.
And that he said it kind of when she's not around, and she's so much younger than him, and talking about her, and I don't know. It was gross.
Is she hot like that though?
I think she's really pretty.
Because I haven't seen her that much.
I think she's really pretty.
Prettier than Nicki Minaj?
Yes. Prettier than Cardi B.
Yeah. Prettier than what's that? Carpenter? Sabrina Carpenter?
Oh, Sabrina. Oh, no.
No. That's your favorite right now?
She's so cute.
Yeah. Okay. All right, well, there's your stupid celebrity stuff, and I'm sure if there are any Okra fans listening, they're going to come after me. But, I mean,
I don't know.
I said that most of what she's got's deserved. I just think, she gets a pass because she's Oprah in a lot of things.
Yeah, it's probably true.
Yeah, I get a pass on a lot of things.
Not anymore.
No, I mean just because I'm so sexy. All right, we got more coming up. Hang on.
More of TJ's podcast is coming up.
Our friend Richard Toccato from the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and we're talking about home improvement. That doesn't just mean like my wife thinks our home would improve if I left it. That's not what that means, is it?
Yeah, for Jody, that would probably help her out. But for everybody else, we need a sun deck or they want a backyard kitchen. It's an easy phone call to 704-800-4719 or log on to homewithrichard.com.
Now, you've got the money in your home. Let Richard find it. HomeWithRichard.com. It's the Richard Toccato Companies.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Welcome back, world, to TJ's podcast.
Okay. There seems to always be on the TikToks and social medias and stuff, young women who are telling the world, they're advising other women how what to look for in a guy that should mean run from him. Yeah. And these are young 20-somethings, early 20-somethings usually, and they don't know about anything yet in life. I'm not faulting them, that's just, but when I was in my early 20s, I thought I knew a bunch of stuff too that I really didn't know. So I think it's cute most of the time. But sometimes I don't get it. Sometimes I think they're just talking to be talking.
This one is really mind bending.
Yeah.
But then you look at the comments and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, totally." I go, "Who? What are you saying?"
Everybody is just looking for something that they can say. I made that up. I was the one that started that. I was, whatever. And I think this is just a far reach for that. And it's not relatable really, but the comments were saying that they were acting like they knew. I've thought of that. I've been knowing that forever.
Girl, yes.
You're so right.
And I'm like trying to make heads or tails of it. I'm like, what am I missing? I just didn't understand it at all.
All right. So here's what she said. This is, and I don't even think she said it in the video clearly, that this is a guy you should stay away from.
Exactly. That's what makes it even crazier because then she's like, and everyone's like, oh yeah, I know. Yeah, you're right. That's what makes it even crazier.
So this is that mumbo jumbo, as the kids say.
If there's one thing I've learned when it comes to dating, if he is able to do a backflip anytime, any place, no matter what his blood alcohol level is, if he can do that and perform and stick the landing, girl, good luck.
If you can do a backflip anywhere, anytime, and stick it, girl, good luck.
That's stupid.
I mean, I'm telling you. What does that mean?
Oh, man.
Because the only thing I can gather from that, okay, he's athletic, or he's a gymnast, or
he's agile.
Limber. I don't know. I don't know.
Girl, good luck.
Girl, good luck. And then I go, what am I not getting? I'm pretty smart. I got an IQ above room temperature. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Maybe you got to be a girl.
No, there's nothing like that. That's not true to life.
I don't know.
If you know, you know.
I guess.
I hate that too on social media. It's like, if you know, you know.
I don't know. But if you go into something looking for a reason to not date somebody, that's probably not a good way to approach life.
I think she's just looking for something that will make her sound profound and funny.
Yeah, but then why are all these people agreeing with her?
Because they're trying to sound like they're smart, so they know what she's talking about. You know, they're just agreeable to make it seem like they're cool with it. Not a single person that says, yeah, I know. They don't know. There's no way.
Just a bunch of liars.
They're just a bunch of, oh, yeah, I did that too. Like if you're around somebody that is supposedly a cool person and they say, yeah, man, I climbed Mount Everest. Yeah, I did too. We all did.
Man.
I know, I'm cool. Oh, man, I got so wasted Saturday night. Yeah, we were all wasted, weren't we, girls? Weren't we, guys? We were all wasted. Yeah. Tell them again how we were all wasted. Yeah, we're all cool.
Yeah, Bailey. Why is this so true?
It's not.
Patsy. Guys that can do backflips will cheat on you. And then one guy jumps in among all the women. He's like, I never thought I'd be canceled for being able to do a backflip. I mean, it's so true. No. This makes sense.
Well, how? And I don't know how many guys can do a backflip, whether they're drunk or sober or what. And then when would you see them doing it? You're talking about off of a dock, off of a boat, off of a diving board, on the ground? I mean, what do you mean?
I have no idea.
That's adorable. But I say, hey, they're not hurting anything. Let them play. You know?
Yeah, I mean.
Let them play. They're not hurting anybody. And this girl's telling a story that I think is a lie, but it's entertaining and we can go with it. First, before we play this, Riggins, what do you think of her delivery and all, and her voice and the way she talks?
I don't even recall.
The one with the salad.
Oh, yeah. Was it bad? I don't even remember that.
Yeah,
Is it annoying?
No, I was just wondering what your thoughts are. She's cute.
Put a finger down if your sister had a baby a few weeks ago, and so the little brown umbilical cord thingy fell out. And
okay, what did you say? Put a finger down. What is she?
Yeah, it's a trend on social media where they just use it as a way to get into a story.
Yeah.
Put a finger down and then they go into this long story. That's sort of the trend.
Just women do that, or men too?
Mostly women.
Okay. Put a finger down. All right. I'll put a finger up.
Finger down if your sister had a baby a few weeks ago, and so the little brown umbilical cord thingy fell out and it was missing. They didn't know where it went. And then yesterday you were sitting eating your salad on like a little chair, and then some of your salad fell onto the seat, and so you just picked it up, popped it into your mouth, and you thought one of the croutons looked a little dark brown, and then you realized it was really hard when you put it in your mouth, and so you spit it out, and it was the missing umbilical cord.
That's revolting.
Yeah. You believe it?
I kind of do.
How much
so
salad
weird.
did she spill? She said a little salad, but if you're looking down and you got more than one crouton, because she said one of the croutons looked a little brown. How much is too much salad to spill in a chair and you not eat it?
Yeah, I picture it's like one piece of lettuce and like you thought it was a crouton, so you kind of pinched it and picked it up.
Yeah, but she said one of the croutons, so it had to be.
I don't know. It's just so gross. The reason I think it's real is because like who would even think of that to make up? That's so bizarre. You ate an umbilical cord.
But would you tell the story that way? You go.
Yeah.
You know,
maybe for content purposes, she's tightening it up.
Put a finger down.
Yeah.
How many can you put down if you hold up your hand and you're supposed to start with the index?
Yeah, I always do index.
Okay, and you don't bend the other ones. I find that harder.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't do it.
And nobody ever starts with the thumb for some reason.
Yeah.
You just put a finger down.
I have to really concentrate on it. Can you do that? The Spock thing? Yeah.
You do West Side?
No, I have to use a hand.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, and this pinky's crooked from football, so it doesn't really.
And you got to hold your nose when you jump in the water?
And my ears.
You hold your ears too?
Sometimes if I'm jumping off a boat and I'm going to be going straight down in the water, I'll do thumbs in my ears like this, and then this.
You're kidding.
No, I don't.
Oh. Like, don't even bother going in the water then.
Yeah.
I saw the craziest thing yesterday. There's a water slide in Australia, and right at the top of it, it's like one of those big ones that you see at a water park, real steep. And right on the front of it says, it's got a picture of a woman with an X over it. It's like, it's a water slide not for women. And I was like, what is that about? But then I was reading the comments, and they were talking about how
the swimsuit goes up in,
or like water goes inside.
Oh yeah.
And people were sharing their women were sharing their horror stories of going down water slides. And as soon as they get down, it all exits at one time. And she said, like, I couldn't walk for a couple hours.
Can you imagine though, the radical feminist that would show up there and not know the story and go, "What do you mean women can't go down this water slide? You better let me down that water slide or I'm going to cause all kinds of problems for you."
Yeah.
There's nothing that a man should be allowed to do that women can't do. And then you just go, okay, go ahead.
Bombs away. And she gets to the bottom of the slide. No one needs to explain how that works to me, but that sounds awful.
I like a water park. I just wish I could have it all to myself.
Sure.
You know.
I love a water park too.
But I hate those slides that go out and then straight down.
Yeah.
And then you end up in just like at the bottom of the slide, no water or anything that you're landing in. Mm-hmm. I don't like those. One, because I'm afraid of heights, and it feels like I'm coming up off of that thing before it goes down. And I don't like that rush of water up in my public area.
Yeah. It's a weird
I don't like that. But my favorite ones are the ones that you come out and the slide throws you out into deep water.
Yeah,
that's my favorite.
Really shoots you out.
Yeah. Would you want to do one of those things that you see on the internet? Those big air things where a person jumps off of something and lands on it and then ejects you
We
out.
used to do it all the time when I was a kid at camp.
Really? They had those that were that big and all that would shoot you that far?
The huge big balloon things, and you jump off it was about a high dive, I would say. It's probably the same height. But yeah, it was the most amazing thing ever as a kid. I probably wouldn't do it now because you get thrown up so high.
Yeah. Was it in a lake or was it in a pool?
In the lake.
Can you imagine doing that in the pool? Have you seen those videos where like they're out in a pond, but they got a rope on a backhoe and they swing the rope and you come off of it?
That.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
One of David Dobrik's videos, they got a crane out in the middle of the water and whipped a guy around, and he really got injured, and it became this whole controversy. And
I wouldn't even do that in the middle of the lake.
I wouldn't either.
Crazy. But then again, I'm afraid of heights, and I get freaked out getting hurt.
Yeah.
If I broke a bone, I would be allergic to that.
Yeah, for sure.
I had an allergic reaction.
Did you have you ever done a zip line at a water park?
No.
That's pretty fun.
No. I don't think. I like a curvy slide though.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love those.
I don't like the 2-person, 3-person raft. I don't need partners on a water slide.
I don't like that. We had a place, because there weren't a lot of water parks around Winfield, Louisiana when I was growing up. I know that's a shock. But there was a place called Critters Creek that was in Monroe, Louisiana, which is where the Duck Dynasty guys, that's where they're from, West Monroe. And that was a big deal to get to go to Critters Creek. But all they had were twin slides.
Yeah.
And they just went around and did the whole thing. It wasn't anything other than that. And then they had little carnival games and things. But you just got the one slide because they were exactly alike.
Yeah.
You would get your mat. You had to sit on one of those mats. And you'd go up and get in line. And when you got up there, they would either say, go this way or that way. And it was the same thing. We just do it over and over and over.
And it spits you out into water? Yeah. Was there water running through the slides?
Yeah.
There was.
Yeah.
I love water.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. But as a kid, you just get out, get right back up there.
Hell yeah. The thought of climbing those stairs to get up to any water slide now, my fat ass would not survive.
And just jump. Breath.
Yeah.
Possibly get some Dippin' Dots or something.
Yeah.
Calm me down.
That's the true tragedy of America is that Dippin' Dots are so good, but you got to go to the stupidest places to get them, like every time.
Yeah, they should have them. They don't have them at a grocery store?
Maybe they do, but you just never see them. They're always
every now and then
I'll
I'll see them in those cases, like you slide the top of them.
Yeah, that's true.
But they're in the pouch, and they're not really as good as when they hand it to you in a cup. And
fresh right
I love Dippin' Dots.
I know, they're so good.
It's the ice cream of the future,
Yeah. They're probably money laundering. Right, it just seems like too odd of a product to not be laundering money.
And why are there no copycat recipes for people to make at home?
No one's recreated or come even close, and there's been no interest to do that.
Do you ever get the flavors or just vanilla and chocolate? You ever get any other flavors?
I got the vanilla chocolate, like the swirl one.
Yeah.
I think it's been so many years since I've had it.
They have peanut butter now. Like if you go to a beach town or something, then they have a Dippin' Dots store. Yeah. And you go in there just like an ice cream parlor. They have all the different flavors they'll scoop out for you.
I was thinking about it as, it's summer now. I was like, I need to go to Dairy Queen. I haven't been to Dairy Queen in so long. But during the summer, that's just like, just hits the spot.
Last time I had Dippin' Dots, it was a disaster, though, because I asked for a cone.
Just put it in the cone.
Dippin' Dots cone.
You guys like Dippin' Dots?
Okay, we're finished, and we won't be doing podcasts for the next few days because of the 4th of July holiday, Independence Day. God bless America. Celebrate wisely and pay attention to what the day is really about. Okay. Love you. Bye.
Serving the world. It's TJ's podcast.